You are viewing a John Marples designed 40-foot constant camber trimaran, 1987. This boat was built for an entrepreneur out of Bainbridge Island. Was then bought and used in the Pacific by marine biologists, and currently is owned by a doctor out of Marysville who used it as a support boat for the Squamish Native American festivals and gatherings up here outside of Lummi Island. Despite her rough looks right now, due to the current owner unable to make it up to pay attention to her last couple of seasons, which is why he's selling it. It is actually a very solid boat for the amount of wrong shoes. For the amount of deck space and square footage on this, it is all very solid. Not a lot of areas of soft spots or anything of the sort on the decking itself. Could use a bath, obviously. Needs new running rigging. Sail's not in too bad of shape. Where the boat needs its biggest attention is the cockpit floor, where the starboard side of it, we're looking towards the aft of the boat. This side right here has several areas where the wood has rotted and needs to be replaced. In order to do that, it would require removing the mast, stepping it, and repurposing it again. There is a chance to do this, and a plan put in place for it. And thus, the doctor is selling the boat for $28,000 in hopes that somebody would take on that project. I myself am able to serve as a project manager and help tap the resources if needed. This here is the Isuzu Engine, 39 horse. As you can see, the hoses are all saturated. Would ultimately need to be replaced, but the block itself is in good condition. So I was really happy to figure that out and note that. As a matter of fact, made my first attempt at turning it over. Haven't gotten there yet. I believe I've got a glow plug right here, perhaps. But as I press it, I am still not able to get the proper compressions to turn it over. One more go. Oh boy, it wants to go. I have no doubt in my mind that it will start up. Going back and looking at the actual cockpit here, very roomy. This here, you're looking aft of the boat, the aft cabin. Below me here are the water tanks which is kind of a neat design. Lots of water capacity. And then this right here is the centerboard well. Going up there. It looks to be in solid shape. The fiberglass is all solid here. Again, it is just a matter of pulling out this section right here and replacing it, which ultimately should not be too terrible. Let's look at front of the cabin. This first, all the interior here, these are new batteries, by the way, new starter batteries that haven't been put in yet. They tried to start off the house batteries. But as you can see, the upholstery is in really nice condition. This here, when the marine biologist was using it, was his laboratory. Now, the doctor was going through some painting and such, replacing some bilge pumps, some things that haven't quite got finished. But you got a porta potty there. Deep chain locker. Windlass. So really just needs some minimal finishing, it seems, to get this side going, cabinetry and such. This here is the engine room from the front access there. Again, some painting, some hoses, but she'll run. Looking back to the back after the cabin, here is your nav table with a super sexy ham radio that operates. And if I was the nerd that bought this boat, I would sit here all day and try to contact Romania. The doctor said this boat's designed to be simple. And he's right. The way that it is all put together is actually very simple and functional. So here's another sleeping quarters here. Got your aft galley area and salon, all in nice shape. Again, some fixtures that need to be put back here. Looks a diesel cabin heater that is brand new, nary been used, and is a terrific asset as well. All these windows, I'll tell you, they look to be brand new and replaced at some point. The galley got a 3-burner propane. Beautiful oven. Beautiful refrigeration unit with a freezer unit inside of that. This right here, your aft berth, queen size. Very cool, transom windows. Access to the steering operation, which looks to be hydraulic, interesting. All very cool. This boat is truly designed to take you anywhere. Just needs an adventuresome spirit to come and take her over. And at 28 here we got a compressor. And this is a monster battery charger and inverter. Looks to be about 3,000 to 5,000 watts. So very awesome. Amenities on this boat. Oh, and the aft of the engine. The transmission, and this right here is a transfer as the shaft runs along center right here, so the engine's actually placed off center. That was actually built not 5 years ago. So, a lot to really appreciate about this boat. If somebody were to get in the right hands, it could take them anywhere, no doubt. Give me a call if you're interested.